welcome back. I'm Tonya from Tonya's Witchy Kitchen, and how are you doing today? I almost died getting over here. I gotta clean up. It's been stressful. I actually took a mental health day. We'll call it a mental health day. One day it was during the week and all this stuff, and I just felt sick. I felt sick. Even though I didn't take a nap, I should have just took a nap. I, did other things. But, yeah, but it just seems like if I slack off something, I lose track, I lose ground. And, yeah, this room, I've lost ground. It's so horrifying. But anyway, so it's March. In March is actually the anniversary of the first time I put a YouTube video out. And believe me, if you would have told me, so it's been 2 years. This is 2 years of YouTube. I can't believe it. If you would have told me 3 years ago I was going to do a YouTube channel, I would have been like, for what? Why? No. My son wanted a YouTube channel to do Yu-Gi-Oh cards and Pokemon cards and whatever. And I'd always be like, no, you have to have a plan. You have to have, you can't just wing it. Even though I wing it all the time now, but his was different. His was, like this. So he never did do it. Like one summer he did a video or two, and that was about it. So, I mean, it was okay, right? But if you would have told me I was going to do a YouTube channel, I would have probably laughed and bet the farm that no, I wasn't going to. And I'm so glad I'm not a gambler because, yeah, 2 years. I can't believe it. Even now, though, like when I buy supplies, I'm just like, wow, I can't believe I went through these containers, or I can't believe I'm on my second set of, just the 8 ounce, the Malibu bottles, or I can't believe I've, had to buy another pail of coconut oil. And I know some of you are like, I go through a barrel. I'm so glad you do. But it still amazes me when I run out of something and I'm like, I can't believe I've made this many lip balms and have sold them all, except for the ones my daughter steals. I can say that. I can so say that. Yeah, but it's been a trip, it's been a journey, and it's something I just still can't get over. It's not like I have a humongous following, people following, and I know I get so much crap for not saying hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and I just, if you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. That's kind of how I feel, right? And that wasn't the reason I started the channel. If you want to know the reason I started the channel, I don't even know if I talk about it in that first video. There was a reason behind it. And, yeah, it's so crazy. It's just so crazy. And you know what's great? Is my mom watches it on the TV, on the YouTube app on the TV with my grandpa, who's 98 years old. And, it's great because when he sees me, he either remembers who I am and knows my name. I mean, he's 98. Come on. Or he says, oh, you're the girl on TV. You're on that cooking show we watch. I love it. And sometimes my grandsons come over and, or my older one will, and I'll be reviewing a video, listening to the stuff coming out of my mouth. And he'll sit there and he'll watch it. And sometimes I'm like, I think to myself that I should just tell my daughter, like, you should put this on, put one of my put one of my videos on. They watch it. It's crazy. But it could be just because it's grandma talking on TV, something weird. But yeah, it just blows my mind. It's been 2 years And I don't know where those 2 years have gone. I'm afraid to look back on footage. I don't like to watch myself in videos. It's like, yeah, no. But so I'm taking you back. We are doing, we're doing that 70 soap. This is where it all started, guys. And I did something different. I wanted to see a process. I wanted to try something to see if it would work. And I will tell you all about that in the video. So 3 things. Dream big. Be true to you. You are worth it. And let's go check out, once again, that 70 soap. Now, I know there are some people that don't remember it's called the 70 soap. They call it the hippie soap. And they're not even related. Like, they don't even know each other. And I think that's so funny. So it's the 70 soap to me is the hippie soap to other people, but it is one of my favorite scents of all time. It just is sparkly and it reminds me of sunshine and bright summer days, and I love it. But this time I decided that as I was pouring my soap, I was going to weigh it out. So when I pour it down that big column tube with the stick, right? Maybe I should go over colors. Neon orange, sunshine yellow, voodoo from Mad Micah's. The purple is grape ape, and the blue is mermaid blue from Brambleberry, I think. But I wanted to see, green. Kelly green? Boy, I can't remember. Oh, I think it's Kelly green. And then the blue. Oh, yeah, the blue has to go on nothing. Yeah, so my theory was, if I pour these at, I can't remember what I poured them. Did I pour half an ounce each down the column? Like strictly down the column. I actually stood on a stool to do this because I'm short. And if I pour exactly a half an ounce of each soap, when I cut them, will I get the same colors? Because sometimes you get the pull through is wonky, which isn't a big deal. It's a gorgeous soap. The only part that's not gorgeous is like the little end piece, which my son usually steals because he likes this soap too. But that was my theory. It was like, so I wonder if I can get the same color, starting out, if I measure how much I put into each layer. Because that's the thing, sometimes you do this and you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And the problem with that is it's great in the beginning. It's bad at the end because the soap has thickened up already. So, I never think to count to 8, because it's gotten thick, So I hold that little stick. See that little stick in there? Oh, am I doing the funnel? I am doing the funnel. Oh, yeah, because I wanted you to see this. And so I pour it straight down that stick. Yep, 0.5. 0.5 to 0.6 is what I did. I knew it was close. And then I just kind of, until I lost track of where I was, I just, added 50.5 to them. Because you're going to be like, well, no, that says 2 ounces. Well, no, it wasn't. It's actually 4 colors since I started. But poured it strictly straight down that stick. And I wanted it to be, because sometimes the stick leans and then you get funky lines in the soap. And I figured the funnel would hold it. It would keep everything going. It would keep everything flowing. And straight down the stick to make those beautiful, gorgeous colors and layers. That was my theory. We'll just have to see. But it is kind of long and tedious. It is a long and tedious pour. It really is. It's and I actually did it once where I didn't video it. I just did a bowl swirl and basically dumped it all in and did the pull through to see what would happen. It wasn't very pretty. No, it wasn't very pretty. So, I mean, I've done this scent where I actually did like 3 colors maybe, and then, or 4, and then did a proper bowl swirl and then swooshed it in. Then it's really pretty then, because it's a pretty soap. But you kind of sometimes lose that vibrance of the individual colors and, stuff like that. And a lot of times there's no rhyme or reason to how I do the colors. This one I think I was trying to do like a dark to light, to try and pull that orange and the yellow and the green to pop, and then you have the darker hues, the blue, the purple, the red. It's supposed to be red. And I just swirl this because it's starting to thicken up a little bit on me, and I just kind of give it a swish to loosen up the batter as it, because it has to be a really fluid batter just to keep pouring it down that stick. And I know there were a few layers I probably did over, like I probably got closer to 0.7 ounces than the 0.5. I just figured I cut the bars out like 3/4 of an inch. This is like one soap I still do not cut at 1 inch. I don't know why. I really don't. I guess I could try it, but I don't know. I just don't want to do it. But I did get a very, a very, very, oh, okay. I was like, where was I going with this? But when I cut it, right, if I'm only putting, if it's 3 ounces a bar, right, approximately, just over 3 or whatever it is. So if I put 3 ounces, if I did 1 ounce per color, that's just 3 ounces, boom, right there. You have no other colors in there, right? So that's why I did the 1/2 ounce, because it would guarantee that all the bars should have all the same, should have all the colors in them. And when I pull through, that should help bring, make sure that they have all those colors pulling through. Yeah. And it's, like I said, it's kind of a tedious pour. There's nothing really to it. It's just, hello, and that is the drawback to the soap. The pour takes quite a long time. I mean, the getting it ready takes a long time because there's, 6 colors. And, you gotta, do the thing and mix them up and, yeah. So, I mean, but it's not bad. It's not the worst, I've done dumber soaps. This one, I like doing it. I do like doing it. It takes a long time to do, but it is like one of my favorite soaps. And actually, it's not my favorite soap so much as I love to see the end result before I cut it. That is probably my favorite part, and then the cutting to see like which colors came out, which colors just swooshed it, This is just cleaning up these soaps. That's what I do. Just at the end, that end piece is probably just a bunch of different colors, It's just a bunch of swooshes. So, and then I decided to take my funnel off, so now you'll actually get to see a little bit of the layers as they're forming, if I don't get in your way. I was trying not to, but like I said, I was kind of up high and right beside the camera, dang near. But yeah, so it's that 1/2 ounce made a big difference. It really did. I think it really made these colors a little more uniform. And instead of the 1, 2, 3, 4, because I mean, like I said, you get to the end of the batter and the 1, 2, 3, 4, it's not the same because the soap is thicker. And you also have to watch that beginning, because if your layers are too thin and too small, then they get muddy. Like I've had that problem before. They do get muddy. And I found that this really did help a lot with, they didn't get really muddy at all because they had the same amount of soap to push out of the way. You know, sometimes you just put a blop in there and there isn't enough soap for it to push. That's what it does. It goes down the stick and it pushes the last layer out. It pushes the last layer out. So, yeah. And of course, you have to see the pull through. I do this really slow, so this is sped up. But when I pull it through really super slow. Super slow. And then, you know, then you get mud on top because it wasn't too bad. Actually, it wasn't too bad this time. Sometimes it gets really muddy on top just because. I actually do not pop this. It gets saran wrap put around it, and it stays in the mold for like 2 or 3 days. And this was stuck in the freezer so I could unmold it. And I mean, it's gorgeous. Look at those colors. Like, just gorgeous. But it is soft, and that silicone mold, I have to, you know, leave it in there for a few days and then freeze it so I can get it out really nice. And then I have that funky line. No. and some holes. But that's understandable because, you know, it gets thicker as you go to the top. But just gorgeous. Isn't that just gorgeous? I'm not going to fill those holes, am I? No. I was like, yeah. Just beautiful, though. Beautiful. Especially not popped, not gelled, just on the counter, heated up on its own, did its own thing. He's beautiful. I just love this part. If I could keep it like that, wouldn't that be so cool? But nope, I have to cut it. This is one, like I said, I cut it at 3/4 of an inch in width. And finally to the cut. Finally to the cut. Now we get to see if it made a difference with pouring everything at the same exact, close to the exact amount of weight. Isn't that just gorgeous? It's just gorgeous. I'm glad I have one soap that I, like, it turns out for me, like, almost every time. Look at those. Look at them. Like, seriously, look at the colors. Like, they are almost all, they have that light rim with the dark, with the yellow and the orange, and, you know, I think it worked, you know, overall. And then I get those end pieces that are, you know, a little thick because, you know, I just dumped the end of the rest of the colors in. But that is so cool. I think this was a success. I got all the colors into every single one because sometimes they don't turn out as pretty. No, they're pretty, but they're like that top left or that top right, you know, where sometimes it seems like it's just the color's too thick and it couldn't pull through. But I didn't have that problem because I was measuring each pour out. And yeah, I definitely got way more soaps with the theme of the soap than I think I've ever had. There's always been a couple like that upper left or upper right, but you know, oh, this is cool. I'm so glad I tested that out. But anyway, as for me being on 2 years, I can't believe it. I want to thank everybody who watches me, you know, and subscribes and likes and hits the bell. And I do appreciate you. I do try to bring some interesting things to the channel and some fun things to the channel. And I hope I make you smile at least once throughout each video. Because that's kind of what I am here for, just to show you my successes and show you my screw-ups. So I do appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I feel as looking back at my soap, the 70s soap, where it started originally and how it has grown through these last couple years, I feel I am the same as my soap. I have grown, I have changed, I have tweaked and just come around, and I have just developed into being a better person and a better soaper, just like my 70s soap has come into being a beautiful, beautiful bar. And as always, this is the soap right after I cut it. And this is the gorgeous beauty after it has cured. There is no discoloration whatsoever. And as always, I hope you had a good time. Thank you for dropping by. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.